We broke the story online earlier in the day. Tonight, the details still coming in. Mark Mays is accused of sexually assaulting 8 girls, all juveniles, one as young as 2. He was a daycare worker at the time of those assaults. Mays was discovered to be assaulting children back on January 12th. At the time, he was working at the Little Hands at Work and Play daycare. When police interviewed him, he admitted to similar behavior at a La Petite Academy daycare. Today, their communications director told us in part, quote, "This person was employed as an assistant teacher with the company for less than 3 months, ending in August last year. We were made aware that he was arrested as a result of incidents reported at a different child care provider. We will cooperate with the authorities as needed to assist in their investigation." We also spoke to County Attorney Don Klein about this today. Those shocking allegations, he had quite a bit to say.
Oh, it's horrific. I mean, we're talking about very young children. Any child's, it's terrible. These are like 2-year-olds.
So how did they discover Mays? How did this investigation start? Another employee at the daycare walked in on him with a 2-year-old naked on his lap. But the question, what if they hadn't seen this? WOWT 6 News' Don Grenice is tracking that side of the story. He joins us live in the newsroom with the details.
Matt, other than actually witnessing these acts like in this case, these sexual assault cases aren't exactly easily reported when the victims are so young that they can't communicate. So I sat down today with a representative from the Women's Center for Advancement to talk about where we begin in these discussions with these sensitive situations.
It is a crime you had no control over. You as a parent, your child, there's nothing you did wrong, and it's going to be really hard to overcome that feeling, I think.
But it's important that parents are able to begin those conversations, and that's where the people at the WCA come in to help. They have counselors at the ready to make sure that these cases get reported and dealt with for the whole family.
An abuser will tell them, "This is our secret. Don't tell anybody." And it may not be that gentle. Sometimes it will be, and sometimes it'll be more of a threat.
Power says those threats are more likely to be reported if the child has a trusted adult that they can go to. So your best defense to protect your child could be a simple talk.
But it's never too early to start talking about the different areas of your body and what is a private area and what is a public area.
The Special Victims Unit is working with Project Harmony to assist the victims in this recent case. The WCA works closely with them, and Power tells me some of the resources Project Harmony offers in their counseling are the best in the nation.
As a parent, you want to protect them, and you want to never believe that those adults you trust to take care of your child and love your child would take advantage of them. But sometimes, unfortunately, they do.
As for the specific case brought to light today, Omaha police say that they're not aware of any further victims, but they are looking to see if you know anything. That they want you to call Crime Stoppers. That's at 402-444-STOP. Live in the newsroom tonight with photographer Davey Burke, Don Grenice, WWT 6 News.
All right, thanks, Donna. Some of the details about tonight's case are just too much for broadcast, but if you'd like to read more, you can check out our website. That's WOWT.com.